All righty. Well, welcome. Hello, my name is Lene, intuitive transformational coach with my company, Growth Junkie Coaching. All righty. Well, we are on day 19 of my 30 days of transformation, which started from I'm so happy with my life, and I was so afraid to share that. So, with that, if you've been following along, you get that. And if you're new, that's how this started. It was like posting a picture of where my life, living, and business is today. And it looks good and it's happy and it's joyful and it has so much ease. It has so much space, truly, truly. But what you don't see is the 32 years that it took to get here. Not that it took all of 32 years, but for all of us, the journey, the journey, the journey. And are you in a place where you're having that, the ease, the peace, the expansion, what you're asking, you know what to ask for and how to receive it. So that's what we're doing on this journey. And I am showing up in 3 different places, but mostly speaking to all of the women who choose to be in the Tools to Master Your Own Energy group. So my conversation today is, and it was spun off of a quick reel I did. Do you make decisions or do you make choices based on what you are aware of? And are you ready to learn how? So I have been super excited sharing, and I've learned with social media, I can share something over and over and over and over and over again, thinking that I am just blasting everybody with the same thing over again, to find out that nobody even knows what I'm. So that is something for you to. I learned that in sales a long time ago. I learned that in leadership a long time ago, but I still forget it. If there's anything in your life right now that you're trying to get out to the world, you're trying to invite people to come and join you and be part of something that you have, please remember, because I'm having to remind myself, even though that you feel like you have mentioned something a million times, maybe 1% of people have actually heard that, because it's a very, very noisy world and it's a very, very busy time right now. So I was reminded by that today. So that's just kind of tool number 1. But over the last 19 days, I've been really super excited about the new container, the new class that I'm launching, 6 weeks with me, to learn how to master your energy, energetics, mastery, energetics. It could have so many titles, but master your own energy. And today I'm taking a walk in between clients, and I learned that if I get out of judgment and try not to have to figure out if I'm right or wrong, I can go to a place of following my energy, which I've always done, but now I do it I do it in a place that it doesn't matter. If I'm aware that something's not going to work, or if I'm aware that there's something greater that's possible, I will make a different choice. And this is something I've studied deeply for the last 4 years for myself, is because I was really raised on, especially in sales, make a decision, make a decision, make a decision. And it's one of the reasons I left my leadership position in Mary Kay Cosmetics after coaching truly hundreds of women who would make a decision with nothing to follow, would make a decision and totally out of alignment with the decision they made. And that's why I stepped out of that work after 22 years, because I wanted to work with women from a different space. I wanted to work with women from the place of, you may be saying this, you may be making a decision on something, but are you energetically even aligned? Are you even aware that you need to be aligned with what it is that you've decided you have to do. And once we decide something, we learned this, so it was like beaten into us in sales. Once you decide something, there is no other option. It literally to decide is to cut off like any other things except for what you've decided. So anywhere you've decided something, you cut off other possibilities. You cut off other things that are greater. Now remember, when I speak with you, ladies, there's always different spaces with things, and I'm talking to one general thing. Your situation might be a little different, but if we take the whole picture of it, anywhere you've decided something, it cuts off all possibilities of greater possibilities. And then because you've decided something, and whether it happens or doesn't happen, you can really only judge yourself. And if it doesn't happen, and like I've said many times, when it didn't happen, when somebody decided something, then I would spend the rest of the month trying to pick that woman up out of her fear, doubt, self-worth, like all those lower vibrations of energy, to even get you back to the place of like, I'm going to try it again. Okay, so with that, where that's coming from is, for 19 days, I've been talking about master your own energy, and that I offered it at I don't have the right words, at a cheaper price if you chose to register by the 22nd, which is my birthday, which is on Friday, and then we would start on December 28th. Well, I'm totally aware today while I'm out for a walk that, number one, I was gone for 5 days on vacation, and I'm leaving again. And so I'm aware of that. So instead of going into judgment and a decision that like, this is the date, this is when it has to start, and even worrying about what people think because I changed the dates, I don't do that anymore. How would you like to have more ease with something like that? Okay, there's a lot of elements to that, but there's a lot of elements to that. But the main thing is if I had made a decision that this is the only way this thing could work, and this is the only way, I would not be following what I'm actually aware of. My want with the people that I work with and invite into my space is to empower you truly to know what it is that you know, and to know it. That's the greatest gift. I know what I know, and I know it. And then from there, I choose. And then from there, I choose. And that's energetic mastery. And it's not from a place of judgment. So with all of that, out in the walk today, and I'm like, this launch date is not going to work for me. And there are people who are in line, ready to get going with this. And so I did a quick little phone call, and I'm like, what are you aware of? If we push this out another week, I am aware that, number one, more people could choose this. Number two, I don't have to be stressed because I decided to take another vacation. I like ease. I like spontaneous, I want to create more with that. And more people could choose it. I think I already said that. So anywhere in your life that you've made a decision about something, and then you've come to the conclusion that this is what it's supposed to look like, would you please, if you are willing, to destroy and uncreate all of the energy around that's locked you into this is the only way, and this is the only way, and this is the only way, to more of a space of like, I'm aware that if I choose something different, and I don't worry about the judgment, and I don't have judgment, if I choose that, will it create something more? And then I don't have an attachment to what it's going to create. I'm just aware it will create something different and create something more. So there you go. That's your tool of transformation today. Are you making decisions, or are you choosing to choose? Are you choosing to choose because you know how to follow your own awareness? And one of the gifts for me and for clients is when you literally align and follow with what it is that you know, even if everybody around you is saying something else, but you know if you choose this, what that creates is confidence. It creates, like, I'm just empowered by like just choosing what it is that I want to choose, and then we'll see what it is. I'm empowered by that. For me, I don't shrink, I don't go into judgment, and it helps. When you do that, you have more confidence, you have more, what was the word, trust in yourself. And I'm sure there's a lot of other things that come up with that. So there's your tool for today. And so we will be, open registration is still happening for Energetic Mastery, Master Your Own Energy. And we'll start the week. I forget what day it is now. Hold on, doesn't matter. But it's January 4th, is it? Whatever it is, it's January 4th, Thursday, I think it is. And we'll go from there. So there's plenty of time to choose this. And we got 30 days to keep going on this free journey of like asking questions. And when I choose something, I have certain questions that I ask myself so that it guides me in the direction of asking an open-ended question that doesn't have a conclusion on it and it doesn't have a judgment on it. And that's one of the things you will learn in Master Your Own Energy. And one of the greatest things is, if I choose this, will it create more? If I don't choose this, will it create more? And being in the energetics of that, and then following through my awareness. So thanks for joining me on day 19. And there you go. I'll see you tomorrow. Can't say the same place. Well, same place, but I don't know what time. And please write your comments. What are you getting from this? Any of that. Just say hello. And it helps other people who I know are watching, but you're flipping through so fast. So I appreciate your time of spending 12 minutes listening to me. And I hope you walked away with some new tools. Okay. See you tomorrow.